Preacher Anselmo here. Some call me the kid, some call me the old man, and you are jamming your ever-loving genitals off with Maximum Threshold.
Automatic defense procedures initiated.
What we've got here is
maximum voltage, maximum power, maximum carnage. This is Maximum Threshold. Call the show at
440-709-4977.
Maximum Threshold. And here's your hosts, Dom.
It's unstable, but possibly worse.
And
Jeff. He's actually quite smart. He just makes errors of judgment along the way. Testing.
I heard you took one in the face. In your face. I heard you took one in the face. Come on, get up. Come on, get up. In your face. Come on, get up. Come on, stand up. Then you lie, crucified. Now you're looking like the Hulk just knocked you out.
Welcome to the Maximum Threshold radio show. The guys are off for a few weeks but wanted to toss you a little tidbit show. An interview with Mr. Scary himself, George Lynch.
What's up, everybody? It's Rad Chat from Maximum Threshold. I'm at the Whiskey A Go-Go in Hollywood, California, and right now, joining me, this gentleman does not need no introduction. You know him from many bands, many products. None other than George Lynch, my man. How you doing, my man?
Oh, thank you. Well, you know, a little crispy around the edges, but I'm all right.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, you just drove from Las Vegas, and now you're doing a Hollywood show right now.
Huh?
Insane.
We're out on a 10-day West Coast Lynch Mob run up to Seattle and back the hard way.
Awesome, man.
Cool. And yeah, we played last night. But you know, sort of the nature of these kind of gigs is you play late. You know, you're playing the Whiskey A Go-Go on a weekend.
Yeah.
And everything goes late here, so you actually go on stage like at midnight. Yeah. And so you get off stage a little before 2, then you usually go out and hang out with people and sell new things for people and things like that.
Which is cool, man, but I must say, man, that people, rockers are actually coming out and doing it.
We're doing it because we're trying to make money and sell merchandise.
Hey, first honest answer, and I love it. He's got to pay the bills, and I dig the fact that he said that. Hey, man.
We're servicing the brand. Like, you know, it means something to people. I mean, we spend time, we take pictures, we listen to their stories. Oh, I saw you, 25 years ago at, on a whatever tour at whatever arena or something, and it means something to them in their lives. I mean, we hear it all day long, but you can't get like that because, you know what, these people are literally paying your bills. They put food on their table, they feed my family.
That's cool, man. I respect that.
Honestly, I mean, I'm not saying I'd be a hero, it's just we all do it, and that's why we do it. It's part of what we do. I mean, wax philosophical here.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, though.
I'm sorry.
Dude, no. Hey, man, speak your mind, brother. I'm glad that you're doing that. I dig the fact that, like I said, I'm not going to name drop or anything, but I've interviewed bands or musicians, and it's like, be honest, man. And that's cool. I love the fact that you're honest about that, man. You know that you need to make money. You know that you have to pay the bills, but you want to go out there and you want to give the fans a good show, and that's what I dig about it. I've seen this is I think my 4th Lynch Mob show, man. It's going to be tonight.
Oh, this will be the best.
Yeah, because I'm here.
Tonight, listen, should I start making excuses now? I mean, kind of the nature of I've got a lot of projects.
Yeah.
Good and bad. It's bad in the sense that it dilutes my energies or the focus for one particular project that's happening, and I get confused. So sometimes I forget the names of the guys in the band, and I forget which song I'm supposed to play. And I'll get parts confused.
Well, what about? Do you remember what city you're in?
Sometimes. Now that happens when you're on a really extensive tour. I've actually forgotten what part of the world I'm in. And that is very scary. That's actually terrifying.
You gotta flip the guitar over and make sure they're making like Spinal Tap-ish. You go, where am I at? Oh, I'm in Cleveland.
When it's happened, I think it happened twice to me, where I'll be in a hotel and I'll wake up in the middle of the night in a dark room and have no idea where in the world I am.
Wow.
And this is like on extensive tours, like something where you're gone for months,
Yeah.
And you're like, you think you're in the States, but am I in Europe and you have no idea. And you get panicky. And so what I've done is then I call the front desk and I said, "Where am I?" You're in North Dakota.
And then you get an English speaking. You're in Britain or something. What do you want? Or you're in Australia. Like, yo, mate. What? Like, oh, now I know where I'm at.
Well, they tell you where you are.
That's cool,
man.
You
feel better. You feel grounded, and you kind of know where you're at in the universe.
Speaking of projects, man, I was on the internet the other day, and I was looking at that KXM. Am I saying that right? Mm-hmm. Your new project. Can you elaborate a little bit on? I mean, you got some awesome musicians. You got the Doug from King's X, bass player, and you got Ray who plays for Korn now, who's drumming, and then of course you. How did that transpire?
Well, a lot of times when you live and working in LA, and it's just Music Central, the epicenter of the rock music industry, I guess, in the world, and you've been around for so long, decades, and you run into everybody. Everybody runs into everybody at one time or another, and invariably, a lot of times, there's this huge mutual admiration society along with competitiveness with fans and players and so forth. But you all respect each other too.
Exactly.
Well,
you have to. You have to.
And so I couldn't count on both hands. I wouldn't have enough fingers to tell you how many times we'd run into people and go, oh, we're going to put this thing together, and you had a few drinks, and you're at a party, and it's just like, and of course,
month goes by, you're like, wait a minute.
Well, no, the next morning it's like, it's like meeting that person on the plane that you're going to be best friends with, and you never hear from them again. So, I mean, it's not that there aren't the best intentions there. It's just that real life gets in the way. And
of course,
so forth. So, but in this case with KXM, what happened was Doug and Ray and I, who know each other casually, done things together. We're at Ray's house. He was having a birthday party for his little boy, and my wife actually was involved in the loan on their house because she does that kind of work.
By the way, lovely. Your wife's lovely for she's the one that set this up, and I appreciate it. I just want to give a shout out to her. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Probably do a way better video than me. Anyway, so we're at this thing. We first started talking about this. We should do this. Are you guys in? Of course. And then I thought, well, whatever. But I was determined to see what I could do to make sure that this time it didn't fall through the cracks. And so were they. And because of that, it actually worked. We all showed up. We made time. We went out of our way to make time and make the effort to be somewhere that was difficult to be. And even with all that, we were only able to spend 10 days making this record as far as our time in the studio. And we had no songs. So it was just like, okay, we've never played together as a band. And we're not going to sit down and write anything, and we're not going to do any pre-production. We don't have a producer. We're just going to go into a recording studio. We're going to pay for the studio for 8 days. We initially did 8 days with an engineer. So it's just the three of us and an engineer. And we're just going to set up in one big room and see what happens.
That's great.
And it was really brave, but at the same time, we've all been playing long enough to where if we can't pull this off at this point in our life, we shouldn't be doing this.
Exactly.
We should get different jobs, And it was magical, and even I actually did have a couple of things that were sort of ideas that I had floated around my head that we never used on anything else, and I thought, oh, as a start, and it was like, nope, no preconceived ideas. So it's just, here's a drum beat, play a guitar riff, play a bass line, and we start writing. We spend about 4 or 5 hours kind of building a song from scratch, and then we spend the rest of the day tracking it, recording it, and we did that 8-day session, then we did it 2 more days. So we did a total of 10 days, and we wrote, I believe, 12 songs.
Knocked it out in 12 songs. Wow.
But the beauty of it is the fact that you're creating this stuff and recording it right when you're creating it, which is a whole different animal than how we used to do records almost all the time, which is, spend a year in pre-production with the big producers and massive studios.
And then it's got to go off to here to mix and this and that. You know what I mean?
Right there. I mean, we mixed it later, of course, but it was done very casually and as friends, and we just kind of trusted,
But obviously, like you said, obviously it clicked. It clicked because you wouldn't, like you said, you wouldn't be doing it right now, right? You would just be like, okay. Yeah, okay, it's cool. I played with you guys, and no.
Well, I think what happened when as it was evolving through the days, the first week, is that we all were brave enough to show up and trust that things would work out.
Yeah.
And but mature enough to know that just who knows, what's going to happen. But as the days evolved, all this beautiful stuff started happening, and we thought, well, one song that was pretty cool. We're getting off on it, and then next one. You kind of see everybody's faces light up, and then that old enthusiasm, like when you're in your garage band and you're starting out, you pull up and you just think you're going to be the biggest band in the world.
Like you said,
and all your ideas are awesome.
It evolves into something.
I saw
you're
that.
on your 5th song, and it's like, holy shit, man! Look at this. Look what we're doing.
It wasn't even. It was really, and this awareness continued to happen and evolve as it got closer to mix. And then when it got to mix, we were just like, holy shit, we created a monster. It's beautiful, a beautiful monster.
So, getting back to basically, when do we expect something from you guys as regards of that project? Do we expect an album coming out soon?
KXM is March 12th around the world, worldwide release on 3 different labels, and then we have and I wouldn't say this unless it was true. because I very rarely lie about things that matter. We did a video that we were blessed with getting this wonderful gentleman, Jamie Pound from Perfect World Entertainment, to help us out. Take us in, and for a very low price, we've got a unbelievable video. And he's a big fan and good friends with all of us, and heard the project that was so important, musically important, that it deserved this. Mm-hmm. And we did a phenomenal video that.
And the video's out right now, from what I understand, right?
No. Those are our promotional videos that we did, just the process of recording the record and us just talking about it and hanging out together and stuff. That was done with a friend of ours, Sebastian Paquette, that works with Korn. Ray brought him in, really great guy, and he's, but that's just for promotional purposes.
Yeah, no worries. But they could see those on your Facebook and all that, the promotional stuff, to get an idea of what you guys are doing.
But the first single is called Rescue Me, and that's what we did the video for. And it's really a very personal song. And Doug and I spent a lot of time in the process of doing this record. We were working on vocals and arrangements and melodies and things like that. And he's staying with me in the house, and so those are the level and a lot of things in contact and expressions. That's it. This is what other human beings on this planet. I think he does. And that's what it does best when it works. Is that you're talking about things that people can't relate to in any other format.
Picks me, it picks me up. Sometimes it'll bring me down. You know what I mean?
It's my life, or. I felt that way, and of course, it's real, because when a person's singing and it's real, there's a big difference in a pop song, it's just kind of contrived.
Yeah. I know you like a lot of projects. I mean, is it something that you love doing? I mean, do you generally just love playing that? I mean, is that, again, getting back to earlier in our conversation, I know you have to pay the bills, and I dig the fact that, but I mean, you just love playing that all the time. I mean, it's just because I notice you do a lot of projects. I notice you help a lot of people too in other bands and stuff, and I think that's rad that you do that, man. I mean, it's just something you just love doing.
I didn't help anybody in other bands. I did.
Past tense. No. What I'm saying is you play it on a couple tracks.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I do that for money.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
Helping myself.
I love the fact that you just let it hang out, bro. I do that. No, I do that for.
It's very strange. I think that's a problem with this business, on the business side of what we do, is that there's this kind of sense with artists and musicians, and especially that what we do isn't real work, and we're sort of selfish for expecting to be compensated for what we do. And I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say
sugarcoat it, basically.
How hard it is. I mean, it's easier probably than punching a clock in the coal mines in Kentucky and dying of black lung disease at 50.
Yeah.
And not dying a hero and not being on the cover of a magazine. I get that. But, I work very hard. The people I work with work very, very hard and put our heart and souls and are supposedly, hopefully, creating something of value to people that is worth the $9 or worth the $20 for the ticket to get in and see.
Yeah.
A lot goes in to get here. I mean,
yeah, you're right. You're
they're
correct.
not paying you to do what you're doing right at the moment. To be standing on stage or for that little piece of plastic on the CD or whatever. They're paying for the 45 years it took to get there, and the other guy's 40 years, and the other guy's, and everything it took up to this point to be able to create that piece of work. It's a tremendous amount of work, and there has to be an equitable exchange of energy in everything we do in this world. I mean, that's just the way nature works. And so,
very well put.
I forget what my original point was.
I think you were talking about that. Just pay me my damn money when I play.
Oh, no. You were saying a lot of projects. Well,
no, I know. What I'm saying is, I dig the fact that you're always doing projects, because it's not just the same. And no disrespect to Lynch Mom and all the other bands that you've been in. It's not the same humdrum thing. You're doing something different. Like your KXN project.
Yeah, listen, if you got a band like AC/DC or even let's say Rat or whatever, and they do a certain thing and they're known for a certain thing, it's a brand. It's not Coke. You don't want to change the recipe. I mean, it works. And some people are built that way as far as the musicians in those bands. It works for them. They make a living. They're happy doing it, and they're fine with staying the same. There's nothing wrong with that. Fans love that because they can depend on that.
Again, no disrespect to them.
I mean, I think you can make the comparison between maybe what Dokken is now. I mean, they're servicing the songs, which are important to people. It doesn't really matter so much who's in the band as much as they're playing those songs that matter in people's history, personal history. And it's a brand, and then and that's fine. I'm just not built that. I get that, and I do a little bit of that with Lynch Mob, and Lynch Mob plays a lot of Dokken songs. That's part of my personal history, a huge part of it. Got me there. But on the other hand, I'm not standing still 25 years ago and spinning. I mean, dude, it's just
you are correct, sir.
the music that flows through our heads, people. I mean, it never stops, and it's always evolving. And you always hear this kind of perfect song. This the most amazing. The way I write sometimes is I visualize. I don't want to give my secrets away here, but I visualize the band I want to see at the ultimate concert, right? Like, everybody's smoking a little bit, the lights are down, the roadies are running around, the lights are blinking, and you got that tension, and what's going to happen, and then the world's best band comes out and blows your fucking mind with the world's best song. Fuck. I want to write that song, right?
Yeah.
I've never quite written it, what I mean? So you keep reaching for that, and then inside that song is the world's best guitar solo that just lifts people off and raises them up, takes you higher and higher, and, and that one's been spinning around in my head for fucking decades, so, you keep chasing that dragon.
Right on, man. Right on. Let's get back to Lynch Mob. Now, I noticed...
Since the bass player walked,
Yeah. The bass player just walked in, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, he's also, as you said, we all do different projects. Kevin, Kevin is, and I have known each other since he was about this high. I was just nuts over him. Isn't that the line?
Right on.
I think he just
Wow, just a young lad,
He used to come over. We had a half pipe at the house. Half pipe at the house. He'd come over to the same neighborhood.
Were you a shredder when you were younger, man?
No, I was. I think you were, weren't you? You were friends? I don't. But I do remember that at that point, it was in the 80s, and I was in Dokken, and we were, whatever, we were on MTV and stuff. And he would, I think this is right, if I'm remembering right, and he would come into the house and grab my Tiger guitar and run around the house and say, I'm going to be a rock star someday playing my Tiger guitar. And now we're playing together.
That's awesome, man.
That's a pretty cool story, right?
Yeah, shit, man. But you got the tour going on with Lynch Mob right now.
Yeah, we got
Jimmy
West Deanda on drums from Bullet Boys, and been having somewhat of a revolving door with vocalists, unfortunately, which is a bane of my existence, the story of my life. But at the moment, is Keith St. John.
Okay.
Last week was somebody different, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, that's another story in itself. Well, yeah, we'll carry that on another time.
That's the cool thing about Lynch Mob. You come see, you never know what it's going to be singing, right? It's going to be like surprise at the grab.
Now, let me ask you this. Anything fresh and new coming up with Lynch Mob? A new album, maybe? Something?
We've got half a record in the can that's been sitting there for a long time, which I would like to find a way to finish at some point. But it's complicated. We have to really, we're dedicated to reestablishing the band and defining what we are and how we're going to go forward. If that's in the cards, that's what we want to do. Hopefully it'll work out. But
it's in the stars. It's in the stars.
We have half a record that's really a beautiful record that I would like to get finished. I don't like leaving really beautiful pieces of work
unfinished. Basically, you want to be able to,
because they're like your children, you make these things and they're painful to give birth to, and then you send them out in the world and hopefully they come back and get jobs and give you the money.
George, what's your sites that they can log on to, man? Your Twitter or Facebook and all that good schnuck. Where can they find you? Including, if you want to plug Mr. Scary 2 guitars, man, go for it, man.
Oh yeah, well you just did.
Mr. Scary.
Mr. Scary.
I'll let him do it.
Okay, MrScaryGuitars.com. How many people watch this?
A lot. It goes all over the world.
Like dozens, right?
Yeah, more than a baker's dozen.
Nice. So, MrScaryGuitars.com. On that site, you can also check out my pickups for Mr. Scary pickups. I won't get all too into it. It's self-explanatory. If you go on the site, MrScaryLynch.com. I believe there's Lynch Mob and KXN sites and Facebooks and things.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Just go on the sites and type in, Google it, and you'll find it. Yeah, awesome, man. I want to appreciate you taking time out to
left-handed shake.
Official shake, man. I want to appreciate you taking your time out, man. I know you just came back from Las Vegas, man.
I've been sitting in this room for another 4 hours. So.
Do we got plenty of tape? I mean, well, I know we got plenty of battery power. But yeah, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. And like I said, looking forward to the show. And check these guys out, man. When they come to a town near you, Lynch Mob. Check out his other projects. Go on his support and occupy. Go on the websites. I mean, just support and occupy. That's all we ask, man. This is Rad Chat from Maximum Threshold. Horns up, bitches.
open over at the Rascal House, and I don't have socks on because I had to wipe with them.
You got a shirt already.
You got a shirt?
Yeah, I got one. We got a shirt.
You got a Pittsburgh shirt?
Traded. We got buttons too.
I might need a button.
So what does Maximum Threshold Radio mean to you?
What's this, what?
Maximum Threshold Radio, what does that mean to you?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, that's good. We're on a tool hunt. So we're interviewing people that are dressed up over here like Steel Panther.
Dressed up. So where are you guys from?
My name's Ryan. I'm from Redmond, Ohio. Ryan Edgeist.
Where are you from?
From Cleveland, Detroit Ave, fucking Detroit Rock City.
Is it a Detroit like in Lakewood area?
Yeah, well, right outside of Detroit, Cleveland.
Dressing like you are right now, walking like on Detroit Avenue, are you afraid something's going to happen to you?
Bullshit. If I park my car outside, yeah, it'll get broken.
Well, is that Detroit like in Cleveland or in Lakewood?
You just cross the bridge across from downtown. I'm right there.
Lakewood, yeah.
So by Lakewood area, it's known for like the rear end capital of the world, isn't it?
They're butt fuckers over there.
But you're dressed like your clothes are like half ripped off and stuff. Don't you think you're making yourself like inviting for the gay community to say, "Here I am, eat me"?
That's the whole risk, man. I mean, you got the gay bar like 10 feet away. So you're like, what the hell am I going to do?
Let's bottom line it. Let's bottom line it. How much would it take you? How much money would it take for you to suck a cock?
$20.
No, seriously.
Because I have a number in my head for me.
Nah, man, it would be like over 500,000 for me, man. Like literally.
Bullshit. There's no money on that.
20, whichever comes first.
He said $20.
So
what's my credit limit? I don't know.
So dressing up for the show, did you think that maybe you'd get to blow Michael Starr or Lexi or something if they noticed you?
We thought they would.
We know they're fans, so we targeted the fans.
We were banking on this guy getting his dick sucked by Michael Starr.
Yeah, I mean,
that was all our money.
It was like up in the air, so we're like, okay, it might happen, No, it's not going to happen, so we'll go after the fans.
Well, shit doesn't happen. You go home alone, you beat yourself off.
I mean, what are you going to do?
Nice. So some Steel Panther and...
So when you beat off, do you let your pinky do a little drive-by on your butthole?
No, we do a show called Steel Peter, and we get in front of a webcam at night, and, we go off and...
Webcam, chat roulette, you know what I'm saying?
Chat roulette.
You drop your balls on cam. It's all good.
All right, cool.
All right.
Yeah, well, thank you guys very much for being on the show here.
You guys are fucking awesome.
You are about to listen to an exclusive interview on Maximum Threshold Radio. Thanks for listening to us at MaximumThreshold.net. Horns up, fists in the air.
Trent Reznor style.
All right, it's Jeff and Michael and Dom, and we're with Tristan from Author and Punisher. How's it going, Tristan?
Good. Glad to be here, man.
How's the turnout been for the tour and the reception for you, man?
It's been great. I heard a lot of comments. I heard a lot of Skrillex and Slayer comments, and I tell them all to fuck off.
Philip H. Anselmo has been raving about you. He said he would rip our nuts off if we didn't check you out.
He will. He's very, I won't say anything more about that, but, he gets right in there.
So, when you're a young man, not that you're not a young man now, when you're starting off, what are you listening to, man, to get you to this point, to kind of get you started on the whole doom metal? Were you a doom head? Were you a death metal head? Were you kind of electronic guy?
I was, up until, 98, 99, I was mostly, the kind of Melvins, the early Neurosis stuff. The Godflesh, some of the dirtier His Heroes Gone, messier stuff, and then Nile, Cannibal Corpse. But at that point, at the same time, the drum and bass stuff started coming to the U.S. from the UK, and Justin Broderick was doing Techno Animal, and some other bands like that had their crossover in the DJ scene. So I was going to the clubs, and so the darker drum and bass, Ed Rush and Optical from the UK. And then into now, Flying Lotus and stuff like that has kind of influenced me, even though it's a much lighter sensibility. I like how organic it sounds, even though it's played on digital means,
Right.
So
is this just a labor of love and tinkering and playing, or did you kind of say, I'm doing this and I know exactly what I want?
Have you lost because of this thing right here?
I've been married for 8 years, man. It's starting. She's gonna leave me probably in a couple weeks during this tour, but no, it's cool. I mean, I started basically just playing guitar with this pedal board down here, triggering my samples from my laptop. But it was still very sequenced, and I would have to press it, and I'd play along with it for a while. I'd press the next part, play along with it for a while, and there was just something that when you play it live, it's got that extra millisecond of drag, And so I was like, it needs to be more live, So I kind of just went back to art school after working engineering and kind of made a machine that has these airplane throttles to basically manipulate bass, and really grab onto it and then cross the tones over. And I'd tweak the sound so it was really growly, and just that's all I did. And then from there, I realized that I could make my own controllers for my whole body. Use my left hand, use my right hand, use my mouth, use my feet. It's kind of ridiculous, like circus thing, but it'd be more organic. Yeah.
And Women and Children's new album, right?
Women and Children's new album is the second album that's kind of like designed on this set of instruments. This is like my second set of instruments. And some of the songs were, I did for like galleries and stuff where I'd play on a piano and I would play some of my machines, and it kind of developed into. So this is a very diverse album compared to some of the past ones.
What's this behind you? Is this what you make the Man of War loincloths on?
Fuck, I don't even know what that is.
Do you make the Devo Energy Dome helmets on that?
Yeah, this is my drum machine, my manual drum machine. So it's like a slicer, essentially. I've got 8 buttons. You can't really see them, but it always knows its position depending on which combination of buttons I'm pressing, from the back to the front. You can kind of hear it,
yeah.
And it just allows me to do this kind of cyclical motion while I'm playing. I can adjust the length of it by sliding this thing, by turning this knob, so I get kind of a longer throw for the heavier stuff. It's like slower, and some of it, I like a lot of breakcore, like European breakcore, and so I can.
How long have you been on this tour with these guys?
6 days. This is the 6th day.
How many times has Phil's junk replaced that giant fucking hog of his? Has he put it in there yet?
So far, I've fended him off, but I got a couple of bodyguards, but they're starting to lose. He's pretty forceful.
Now, who do you get to help you? Who do you get to help you do this? Is this all yours? Is all your?
This is all me.
There?
I work an engineering job at UCSD, the university, and they're kind enough to allow me to tour. But I have a good network within the university of machine shops. The Navy's out in San Diego, so they do a lot of like fabrications. So I kind of find my way in there. I give donuts to guys. I give beer to these Mexican dudes who do my anodizing to make this like aluminum black. Because I don't have a lot of.
I told you the Mexicans pay off.
Dude, yeah. Anyway, it's a good relationship. So.
That almost looks like a screw from a screw machine that you would turn it in to make the parts and stuff.
My dad's company made these parts and these rails when I was a kid. He'd bring these things home. So I kind of always use
like a turret lathe almost.
Yeah.
I worked on one of those 5 years, still got all my fingers in it.
Exactly, and it has the same component in there, the linear encoder. The glass encoder, so you know where your position is on the lathe or the mill. Yeah. That's exactly the same components. I like those because they're manual, like those machines, when you're working them, every knob has the right amount of resistance. Yep. And it's just not like this plastic. This thing is a piece of shit, for sure. I already broke it. But I don't mind because I can replace it. So eventually I'm probably going to build my own. This piano is kind of my core instrument. I'll build my own one of these that's heavier, more industrial,
So Tristan, where can everybody find out all your tour dates, merchandise, all the info with Author and Punisher? Where can we go to see that?
The main one will be authorandpunisher.com or the facebook.com/authorandpunisher.
Cool.
So yeah, that's the one.
Cool. Well, we appreciate it, man. We'll let you relax. I appreciate you taking a couple minutes out of your night here before you get going, man.
Thank you.
And before you go, you do a promo ID for us. Just say who you are, the name of the band, you're listening to Maximum Threshold, and anything else you want at the end.
Yeah, this is Tristan Schoen from Author and Punisher. You're listening to Maximum Threshold.
Cool. Thank you very much.
You have just listened to an exclusive interview on Maximum Threshold Radio. Thanks for listening, and please visit us at MaximumThreshold.net.
Maximum Threshold, you are on the air.
Max Strong, he has the
Mr. One Big Ball. He's just a tattooed Jew broad. Mike Strong. Mike Strong. How you doing?
Woo! Paul, how's the pink sock doing, brother?
Oh, it feels good. For me, not Rodrigo. But it's all good. How you doing?
We haven't heard from you in a while.
quite a
long
Oh,
time.
it's been a long time. I didn't have a whole lot of material. You know what I'm saying?
We don't have any either.
Oh, this is going to be a clusterfuck as usual, Dom. How you doing?
Oh, great, man. The vibe is definitely great right now.
Hey, speaking of fat fucks, Governor Christie got reelected in New Jersey, Dom. How about that? Oh, yeah.
I feel good about our people today.
Yeah, diabetes, fat fucks.
Hey.
How you doing?
Great, man.
You're doing good.
I am.
This is the greatest show ever.
Hey, what's going on with Ace and Gene?
What's going on with the Ace and Gene FUD?
That's from Beavis 9. He's texting from a Toad the Wet Sprocket concert.
Yeah, you know what? Should we just jump into that right now, Mike Strong?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I thought I was gay. I'm not the guy wearing a Toad the Wet Sprocket t-shirt with frosted hair going to a concert. My goodness. That haircut, it's so fucking gay. Some guy went into the mall in New Jersey and tried to shoot the hairdresser that did that to that goo gobbler.
Damn.
Would you give him a pink sock?
Goo gobbler, did that make it?
Yeah, that made it. That was clear, too.
Did you,
Okay.
Would you give him a pink sock? Have you ever given Paul? Have
you ever given Paul Rodriguez a pink
Get your
sock?
shit straight, Mike Strong. Let's do it.
Have you ever given Rodrigo a pink sock to Toad the Wet Sprocket? Or is it Toad and the
No,
Wet Sprocket?
Big Head Todd and the Monsters, but never Toad the Wet Sprocket.
Oh, sorry.
Same shit, same genre. You know what I'm talking about. Whoa, yeah!
Yes, gayness at its finest.
Yeah!
I'm tweeting right now to the Kiss Army fans that you're on the air right now, so we're going to get a lot of listeners right now.
Oh, we're going to double it up to 4.
That's
All right,
right.
let's do it.
Yep. 2 guys for each hole.
You listen to me. I'll listen to you.
How you do? You know what? I thought my personal assistant Jeff was the biggest drunk, but that interview you did just before, I love it. Well, yeah.
Are you a fan of the Mentors, Paul?
Hey, I'm a fan of anybody who drinks from a box of wine. Well, yeah. Choking Mexicans. You guys are on your game tonight.
Thank you.
We started out all nice and religious like, too.
I know. This show has evolved. My goodness. You go from a legit interview, which was good. I'll be honest, it was good. And then you had him, and now it's me wrapping up the show. Wow.
Did you miss the very first one when we had on the show?
Who?
The drunk. The first drunk.
Jeff Kiss?
We had a guy talking racist shit and
Oh, Beavis, that goo gobbler in the Toad the Wet Sprocket t-shirt. That guy.
It was Beavis 10, not Beavis 9.
Oh, Beavis has an imposter. Could you imagine?
Yo, Paul, you fucking faggot nigga.
Call me a Puerto Rican nigga. Well, I'm just a Puerto Rican nigga with red shoes and plaid pants. Yeah, that's what Puerto Ricans wear, I guess.
and a bag of beans.
I guess.
Yeah.
So we didn't get
Don, your New Balance aren't red.
Oh, not yet. There will be.
All right, you know what? I actually may be more drunk than the previous interview. So, well, yeah.
So we didn't get a chance to ask Michael Sweet about pink socks and Rodrigo.
We started to, didn't we?
Yeah.
What's there to ask? I do it every night, Mike Strong. You know me, the Hebrew Hammer. No, that's your nickname. You know what my nickname is?
The pink socker?
The flaming homosexual guy who's lead singer in Kiss who hasn't come out yet. That's my nickname.
That has a ring to
That's
it.
a long
You should
name.
abbreviate
Rolls off
that.
the tongue.
Just abbreviate
It
the
doesn't
fag.
say in the chat room. I tried typing it. There's too many characters.
I don't know what this Gene Fudd means. He must be caught up in it.
What did Ace stick up Gene's fudge? I don't know. What
Gene, maybe feud?
Feud?
Is it feud?
Oh, maybe it is feud.
Damn, spell right, bitch.
It's F-U-E-D, not F-E-D. F-U-D-E.
Food. Gene Fudd.
Hey, so what's going?
Beavis isn't hooked on phonics. He's hooked on dicks because that's why he was had a Toad the Wet Sprocket T-shirt.
Why would he even send us pictures of that stuff?
Why would he admit that?
That's what I'm talking about. Frosted tip, motherfucker. The funny thing is, he wanted this phone call to happen. Now I'm just taking a big gouty asparagus piss all over him. I love it.
So, is it true that Gene and Ace's feud all started over who was going to give you a Blumpkin?
Yeah, well, you know what? I don't know anything about a feud, just the food, you know? So, like, Ace, you know, he was drunk and, like, he ate a lot of corn and peanuts, right? And he was drunk and he took a shit on my chest. So I made some toast and I took the toast, I put it on my chest. I got some of the shit with the corn and the peanuts, Max Strong. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Woo, yeah.
All right, and then I put some of that fluff. You know, like the marshmallow fluff?
Yeah.
That's my favorite sandwich in the world. I don't even know why I said sandwich. Like with an M.
You're trying to be hip and relevant? I got you.
Paul, if you don't mind,
I don't know.
Paul, if you don't mind, there's a question in the chat room. They wanted to know if you frost your chest hair.
I'm not a flaming faggot like Beavis. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10 of being gay, like, I'm about 9.9, all right? Beavis is at like a 12 with his Toad the Wet Sprocket and his frosted hair.
And his fucking Puerto Rican nigga tie.
You know that cereal, you know, Frosted Flakes? Picture Beavis's head on a fucking box of cereal, and out of his mouth is like, they're gay! I just fucking made that shit up!
Gay!
They're gay! Well, yeah!
Look at you going off script, Paul.
I don't got no script, that's the thing, Mike Strong.
You flying by the seat of your pants?
Hey, Mike Strong.
Hey, Mike Strong. I love you.
I love Mike Strong. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Mike Strong, I love you. So, fuck.
Beavis' head on a box of cereal. I love it.
Have you ever shot up a stop it, don't show them pictures. We're looking at the pictures of Beavis from outside his concert like we're going to be like, oh, cool. He said they were free. I was like, even a Jew like me knows not to take everything for free.
And that says something, Mike Strong. Us Jews stay together, but you wouldn't even take part of that shit, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I even said right from the get-go that was so freaking gay.
So how's the tour of Bathhouse and Glory Holes going?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, you know what, Mike Strong? We just got finished with the Kiss cruise. You ever see like some of the videos on like YouTube and shit? This is actually one of Gene's best ideas ever. All right, because like let's say like usually costs like $1,800 to take a cruise from like I don't know Florida to some shit out in like the Bahamas or whatever. So what Gene did was he's like, you know what, we're gonna charge people like $6,000. Same cruise, same shitty food, but we're just gonna give a one concert. And these fucking rubes, they actually play. They pay the money, Mike Strong. And we play like some shitty concert, and I got a wig on like I usually do. But they fucking pay. It's unbelievable, Mike Strong. How you doing?
That's crazy.
Have you picked up any new endorsements lately?
No, but you know what? When you're on your cruise, there's there's a lot of, bad stories about cruises. Like, some Italian guy, like, fucking, ran ashore, fucking sunk the ship. And I got a call, and I was a little bit concerned, Mike Strong. I'm going to be honest with you, because they said, Paul, there's a problem with the sewage. And I said, why? They said, there's big pieces of shit. They're in the hallway. So I went, and I looked, and it was just actually copies of Monster, our last CD. That was in the hallway. Because, Mike Strong, I don't know if you know, whoa, but that CD sucks. My goodness.
That's what I hear.
Oh, and no, it's awful.
So, I don't even know what this means. Must be another question from the Big Head Todd and Monsters Toad Sprocket concert. When you went fishing on that cruise, did you go fishing for Spanish mackerel?
No idea what the fuck that means, Mike Strong.
Neither do I. That's from Beavis.
That's just Beavis trying to be funny, Mike Strong.
Where's the
next question?
I know that. I don't know if that had anything to do with the Rodrigo Spanish trouser barracuda or something. I don't know. I didn't get it.
Maybe he was talking about, like how black people can't swim and I call them African rockfish. Maybe he was going there, but, I don't know anything about Spanish mackerel. Well, yeah. How you doing?
Listen.
Good people.
Well, yeah, I haven't said, oh my God. I even haven't said listen. How long have I been on the air? Like 5 minutes or something? No, listen.
About 15.
Not long
Get
enough.
the fuck out.
11,
Am I that drunk?
11
Holy
minutes
shit.
and 51 seconds.
Wow.
Woo, get the fuck out.
Am I that drunk? Woo! Who do you think would blow a higher blood alcohol level? You or Mr. Sicky Wife Beater?
Whoa.
Like blow a guy or like blow like a breathalyzer? Let's clarify this, Mike Strong.
He would blow a breathalyzer and you could blow a cop.
Holding the breath away.
Speaking to the mic, Paul Stanley, that's what they say to me.
Oh, man, I was hoping you didn't call till after I went to the bathroom. I'm afraid I'm going to piss my pants.
Piss it! Well, yeah, let's do it, Mike Strong. Me and you together. Golden shower. I'm in New Jersey. You're in Cleveland. Let's piss together up.
It's cross swords.
Well, yeah, it should be a advertisement for like AT&T or whatever fucking phone service we're using right now. You can piss with your friend like 500 miles away. AT&T. Let's do it.
Dom uses
That's a
Magic
perfect
Jack because it's only
commercial.
$15 for 68 years.
That's right.
Hey, when's the last time you tongue punched Rodrigo's fart box?
6 minutes ago.
While you were on the air, amazing. And
No, you couldn't even tell, could you? That's how good I am. Well, yeah.
Did you have
Smell like Rodrigo's peach.
You ever choke him before? You ever choke Rodrigo before you pull out?
That's a good question.
Well, you know what though? He's not Mexican. He's Guatemalan. All right. So no, fuck the Mexicans. I have a high regard for the Guatemalans. Fuck the Mexicans.
Give him the Honduran potato sack torture.
Does he have a I know some of those Hispanic fellas have like a dark black cock.
Bad credit. No, that's niggas. Sorry, go ahead.
Do they have? Does Rodrigo have a big black cock? Is it like darker than the rest of his body?
Does it look like General Akbar from fucking Return of the Jedi when he was captain of the Millennium Falcon?
Out of the blue comes Jeff with the General Akbar reference. I love it. Well, yeah, Jeff, how you doing?
Hey, Paul, how's it going?
Oh, it's good. Now, let's just think about this real quick, all right? General Akbar, his eyes are like his, fish eyes are like his balls. Are you just talking about the shape of his cock, Jeff? Let's do it.
No, I was just talking. I was referring to the color and texture,
texture
of
does it
Guatemalan
feel like
cock.
burlap?
Yeah, burlap.
I like my women like I like my coffee. in a burlap sack over a donkey.
That's good. Oh, yeah.
So is the coffee.
I like to take my boyfriend to a Toad in the Wet Sprocket concert on our first date. Or was or Big Head Toddy Mike.
Hey, Mike Strong, what was the name of that spick? You know, like, with all those, like, coffee commercials, there was a spick with a donkey. What was his name?
Dom Reaney.
No, his name was Juan Valdez.
Dom Weenie.
Juan Valdez.
That'd be funny if Dom, like, created a commercial where, like, it was him in that bullshit story about a monkey in the Philippines.
You know what would be funny if he had a fucking, like, a... If he...
Thank you, Jesus. De nada. Hey, what do you ever like the taste of alcohol?
If they
you want to talk Spanish? How you doing? ¿Cómo estás?
Donde está mi pantalones? Hey, Paul, do you like the taste of alcohol?
All right, now listen. I know, some of you like to taste the alcohol. Wow. Was that good?
That was good.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul. Maybe you'd like to see Dom reenact the Juan Valdez thing, but he could have, like, the saddle on DLG with the little freaking
ball gag in his mouth.
Ball gag in his mouth.
Walking up a mountain.
And the saddlebags hanging off of his fucking ass.
Wear the Selena Gomez t-shirt. Yeah.
Let's talk. I got a serious question for you, though, Paul.
Oh, specifically, let's do it.
Okay. Who do you think has blown more men into the ocean?
David Lee Gay. Next question.
Well, I didn't get a chance to phrase that right. What do you think blows more? You blowing more dudes, or that typhoon knocking out the Philippines?
That's a good question.
Specifically.
Oh, yeah, the flips with their flat faces. Yeah, you know, when you got a flat face like that and you got the wind coming at you, you're not aerodynamically ready, Mike Strong. So, yeah, the typhoon. I'm going to be honest with you. I made a racial joke about Filipino people. I wasn't expecting that to come out of me, but it did.
Paul, you're pretty racist.
Just like a big shit on Rodrigo's chest right now. Wow, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. So what do you and Rodrigo listen to when you're making pink socks?
Well, it's a hybrid mix, you know, like when you make mixtapes back in the 80s for your lover. It's like Hall & Oates and Devo.
Damn.
With a little bit of Huey Lewis in the news mixed up from sports. Only from sports, though. Not from 4 or anything before or after that. The heart of rock and roll was still beating.
In Cleveland. Detroit.
Yeah.
You know, I was somewhere today and Jeff happened to be there and a Huey Lewis song came on. And I was singing.
Oh, which one was it? Was it Stuck on You or something like that?
I think, was it Hip to Be Square?
It was Hip to Be Square.
Oh, I love that song. You know, that reminds me of one of my favorite movies, American Psycho. You ever see that?
Oh, that's a great scene.
That's the best.
Oh, Beavis.
He does a little dance in the raincoat with the axe, and then he chops up Jared Leto, and he says, "Hey, I'm going to kill you now before you create that shitty band 30 Seconds to Mars." Well, yeah.
Hey, Beavis number 9 wants to know if you let your pink sock hang out at the Shamrock in Suffern, New York.
Oh, absolutely. Why wouldn't I? I wear the assless chaps, all right? Because there's a lot of bikers, all right, Mike Strong. They come to the bar, all right? And so I wear the chaps, and I got my pink sock hanging out. And they love it. And they they tickle it, and then they buy me a beer. And I said, all right, that works. We're square.
It's hip.
It's hip to be square.
Yeah. Whoever thought we could do hip to be square when it comes to pink sock at the Shamrock Inn in Southern New York?
Oh, yeah. Well, Paul, we have to go because we're about to...
Of course you do.
We're about to...
You got bills to pay.
We're about to lose our... We're about to go over on our iTunes record.
Not all right.
Thank you, Paul.
You too, Paul. Thank you.
Well, yeah.
We would like to thank everyone for listening to this week's edition of the Maximum Threshold Radio Show. Horns up and fist in your... well, you know.
Philip H. Anselmo here. Some call me the kid, some call me the old man, and you are jamming your ever-loving genitals off with Maximum Threshold.
Hey, what's up, all you metalists? This is Don Jameson, comedian, and you're listening to Maximum Threshold.
I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to the Maximum Threshold Radio Show. Maximum Threshold Radio Show comes at you live every Saturday night from 8 to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not only here on MaximumThreshold.net, but also on all of its other lovely affiliates. So however you get a chance to check out Maximum Threshold, we'd greatly appreciate you listening to the show and the program. Don't forget, you can also catch us also on iTunes. You can catch us also on our website for downloading at MaximumThreshold.net. There's many different ways you can catch the Maximum Threshold Radio Show for downloading. You can also Google Maximum Threshold, and you'll come to all kinds of different